I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're delighted to welcome a very talented author to our show. Her name is Anna Williams. She has written a powerful book. It is called A Stolen Light, Coming Out of the Dark from Victim to Victor. The book dives into the dangers of toxic online relationships and the potential harm they may cause. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight, and we ask viewers like you to support writers like her by subscribing to our channel. Anna, thanks so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. It's an awesome and it's an honor.
The honor is all mine. This is an important book.
Yeah,
What made you decide to come out and tell your story?
Well, I was I was put in a bondage situation, being stalked, hacked, tracked, followed every day, tracked by phone, cell phone locator, and the women need to know that, tracked by, Bishop T.D. Jakes putting a tracker up under my car. He had his cyber criminal guys follow me daily. This went on for 5.5 years daily. When I go to see my daughter out of town, he would have his guys follow me, and they'd be just harassing me daily. I went through this. I don't care if I'm going to church, going to the doctor's office, going around the store to Kroger's or anywhere to a function. These guys would come and they would be outside honking their heart. They would have use a military device, and they would blink my lights, set off the alarm, set off the horns, and they would cause all kind of racket, and people would be looking and stuff. They're supposed to be trying to have a good time and things, or be in church, and they're out there wondering whose vehicle is being destroyed like that. And this is every spot I went to every day. Okay, Bishop T.D. Jakes, he is an occult leader. He's a preacher on TV, but he is a predator. He's a predator, and he has been having me followed like this, harassing me, mentally abusing me, kidnapped me for 7 days. For the second time, it was a 7-day. The first time was for 1 day. So this man thought he owned my life. And when I was really just being mentored by him at one time, because he met me online because he liked what I was doing. Okay, he liked the positiveness I was sending out. But I found out it was really because I had 280 different groups, an extra 5,000 members. And I had, and I also have another platform. These were platforms. What he was using me for was to make money. But when I saw that he was, after about a year or so, I saw that he just wasn't doing right by me, about 1.5 years. I decided to walk away. And plus, a lot of things we were doing was online. And so the women from #MeToo, they was noticing how he act like I was a possession of his. And also, what was another group? Women Against Narcissistic Men. And so I was really kind of vulnerable of this kind of stuff because I had never had anybody in my life like that before. I mean, you see stuff like that on the movies, but I have lived a dark, diabolical nightmare journey, traumatized, horrific life for since 2017 up until still now, being harassed by him. He is still harassing me, but what has helped me kind of get away from the major part of it is Congresswoman Maxine Waters and Tony DeCopo of CBS News, Special Agent Robert Hammer for the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI. But my thing is, I also want to say that women need to know there are people lurking on the other side of your computer a lot of times when you're on the internet. They get inside your computer and control it, and then they target you. And so what has happened also with me is, with my bank, they was targeting me with the bank, and I had put like $8,000 in my bank. And luckily, I've been living here for a while, so the bank manager, she recognized, she was the one to put the money in there for me. So the next day, I went out with some friends, and all my cards were cut off. Okay, all my cards were cut off. And so I was like, what's going on here? So I had to wait till the next day because I had bought food and drinks and everything. So I was just out there, okay? Yeah. Luckily, I was with some friends that I had paid back. But so I asked the manager, what's going on with my account? And so she couldn't find my account. It disappeared, okay? With my $8,000, this is Fifth Third Bank, okay? So she She couldn't find the account, so it took her and her assistant manager 3. It was 3 days. 3 days to find out that my account had been put into what you call it, probate for the dead. Okay, so what had happened is they had took over my account, and so they put another person's number on my account, took my phone number off, and then they called the lady. They called my number thinking they called my number, but it was another lady's number. Okay, because they mess with Wi-Fi, they mess with Apple computer, they mess with a lot of different things. So they got a lot of hookup because they got people hired in any kind of place that you think that you would want them to be in. Okay. Yeah. So they took my money. So the banker, the manager found my money 3 days later. She said it was in probate, which is for the dead. And when they called the phone number that was on the account, they said that I was dead. And so what they do is they do this with a lot of different people, and they take their money and split it up. Also, what they do is they do insurance fraud. And if you're a senior citizen by yourself and stuff like that, or you're someone, a single person with kids and don't have no one to support you, they target you like they target me. Who follows a person around for 6 years?
Unbelievable.
And the cameras. There are cameras. I took 2 cameras down. I didn't know there was cameras in my house. Now I knew I could tell that someone had been watching me and following me. Matter of fact, I've had 2 of them tell me they got to knowing me, watching me so long, they got to thinking I was kind of like, somebody they felt comfortable enough to speak to. But anyway, the cameras in my house, I just found out that these cameras is in my house. I found 2, but there's still more upstairs, and I need the FBI to come and do a sweep and get these cameras out my house. Okay, but the 2 I found down here, I didn't know that. So one of the guys recognized that the FBI was on the radar, and so what they did was had me on the deep dark web. They had stole my ID, stole my identity, and had my life from 2017 to 2023 on the deep dark web as a reality show, making money, lining his pockets.
Unbelievable. Okay? You obviously have been through the ringer with this person who turned your life upside down, who tormented you in every way you could possibly imagine. That's the victim part of your book. The part that empowers the readers is the victor part of the book. How do you overcome challenges like this? How do you, could you share with us some strategies that people can use to stay safe?
Okay. Well, you know what? First of all, be careful on the internet. Don't allow yourself to just talk to anybody on the internet. Right. Because a lot of men will con you, scam you, and try to do a lot of things to get to know you. Do not be giving your information out, and you want to be educated. And I want to help educate women and inform them of the dangers of the stalkers and the scammers of the internet, lurking and luring women to be in human bondage and also human trafficking, and I want to share the knowledge that I went through. For instance, my awareness, I have an awareness list here, and the awareness list will help you to, I can give you a copy of the awareness list, the knowledge that I've learned, getting an attorney, getting an advocate, getting a protection order. And if you start seeing someone who's too manipulative and too controlling in your life, let them go, because, they can get very violent, you know what I'm saying? And, you can watch out for tracking device. Take your car in and see if there's a tracking device on your car, because there's a tracking device still on my car, but they keep cutting it off because I'm getting help, And also there's government programs, there's also government payments for survivors, and there's resources out there. Calling the police, if it's not a big ring, you can call the police. But if you can't get any help with the police, you're going to have to go to the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, get an attorney. But see, all that stuff, the attorney is expensive to you. But, the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security, they want to know about these type of people out there, And, if you find someone in your life who was a manipulative behavior, like I said, get them out of your life and understand the the effects of the mental and emotional and physical abuse these people put on people. Yeah. And you don't want, especially if they put it on women who are single, who have children. If you're abusing that woman and you're causing her problems, then you're going to have some kids growing up with problems because the mother is being abused. So then our society is not, it's getting worse and worse because the child is not being brought up properly, you know. And there's other numbers. I have a number here. Let me see. I'm sorry, I should have had it with me. The number.
It's okay. We get the point, and a lot of this information is in your book. It's an important book. It's called A Stolen Life, Coming Out of the Dark from Victim to Victor, written by Anna Williams. In it, she details her own story of a toxic online relationship with a prominent person that turned her life upside down, inside out. So she shares with you the warning signs and gives you strategies, empowers you with strategies to keep yourself safe. Before we leave you today, Anna, anything else you'd like the folks at home to know?
I want to give them one number. Is the 1-800-799-7233. But this is very, very serious, you guys, ladies, because these men will put a lot of power against you. I mean, I'm a strong woman, but they trailed me and hacked me and tracked me for 5.5 years, okay, daily. All right, and then he had people come over here and go up under my hood, and I had to buy 2 AAA cars for the last 5 years because he would have men come over here and take the fuses out and sit them to the side, or go up in there and do something with the battery, or do something with the disconnect my key fob against the computer. Anything, because what they do is also raise your mortgage or raise your rent. This year, he raised my rent $800. So I had my FBI information and stuff like that, and they fixed everything back because, see, this is a powerful man, so he has contacts, and he said, do me a favor and raise this lady's mortgage. He'll get somebody and bribe them. He bribes a lot of people. He bribes your family. He bribes my neighbors. 3 neighbors in my cul-de-sac has been bribed to harass me, hack me. And we this one neighbor, she and I used to be friends. And so it's a terrible thing, okay? And I'm not out to hurt nobody, but I'm out to hurt me. I'm help myself because I didn't deserve that. Okay.
You're out to help yourself, and you're also to help others. This book is an important tool.
Help others. I want to help others. I want to come out and speak, and I'll have all my information, and the book will have that information. But I would love opportunities to come out and speak to women, especially young, people are innocent. Young college-age girls who are just blissful and on the internet, just giggling and having fun. And also our young little girls who are smart, and they're on the internet, because this could happen to you as far as your daughter. This could be your sister. This could be your niece. It could be your mother, because I'm somebody's mother and I'm somebody's daughter. And this was not, I didn't deserve this. I've always had a good job, working for the Department of Homeland Security. I've worked for FEMA. I'm out here living as a slave for the last 5.5 years. I'm not happy about it. So yes, I am sharing.
Okay, I'm glad you did. Anna, thank you for sharing your story. Thanks for giving advice to others. Thanks for your help with this terrible situation that's affected you and has affected untold numbers of people across the country and across the world. We appreciate your time here on Spotlight. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine.